now we're gonna finish off by what.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we went through another full week. Well, almost a full week anyway. Got a lot of missions done, including reaching floor 100 again without eating any food for another key challenge. And we completed the museum, which is really exciting. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And we got very close to completing, I think we're like one or two things away from completing the, what's it called? It's not the museum, it's the monster thingy, the monster, the mission that you need to do to defeat a bunch of monsters, basically. I can't. Oh boy. So this time, we're going to be, of course, getting to work. Now, starting this episode, going forward, unless there's a lot of things to talk about, you're going to be seeing, like, a week in-game of gameplay. Just because we need to be getting more done, quite frankly. We're getting to the point where less stuff happens in a consistent manner, and it's a bit more inconsistent. So it just means it takes more time to get stuff done, but that's fine. So we are going to start off strong, as we always do. I need to get, I think, one more wild plum, I think, and then we can finish off, and then we'll have every recipe cooked, I believe, because I think we have, that's the only recipe I think we're missing. So that's one of our goals. Sorry about that. We'll talk about that. That was my phone. Forgot to mute that. That is a reminder for me to do that. So again, we're going to start off like we always do. And we're going to do our daily chores. I may head to the... Oh, actually, I don't know. There's a few different options. You'll kind of see what I decide to do. I'll see you guys when we get to the first, well, thing of importance, I suppose. See you in just a moment. So now something I want to do is I actually want to come in here because, as you can see, our boys are fully grown. That's one thing. Here, Slime Rancher Arena. I actually brought it in this time so we don't have to worry about taking damage. So as you can see, we have two males. You can tell from the little antenna on their head. That's how you know you have a boy. If they don't have an antenna, that's a female. So we do have another purple egg we got from a drop, so we'll put that in. But I also want to come in here and put in 100 slime. It costs 100 for the slime press. We haven't used the slime press yet. That will turn the slime into an egg. I put the stone chest from earlier I crafted out here. And here's where I'm going to put just some slime. This is also where I'm going to keep the slime ring. Just that way we can have it where we need it. It's a bit of a pain to have to put it on every single time, but I prefer that than having to build an ugly fence that keeps them in. That could just be me personally, and you can do whatever you want. Again, you can build a fence around wherever they hatch, and that will make it so you don't have to use the ring. But for me personally, it's just that's how I do it, because that's just what I enjoy doing more. So, yeah, that's what I prefer. So I have some gifts for some people. I'm also going to bring the startup tea, give that to the dwarf so that way we can get ahead. I think we have a wine, bit of our ancient fruit, which also I think it grows the same pace of our wine being done for ancient fruit. So, yeah, so now we can get that harvested as well. So we should be looking at a decent income today, which means we may want to spend some money on something. I know we're trying to save up for stuff, but there's also like some small upgrades that we could get as well, but we'll get to that in due time as well. And we are now at max hearts with Krobus, which is good, which means we only have one person left in the valley to befriend, which is the dwarf, who hopefully, again, giving him his loved items this week and a stored up tea hopefully will push us over the limit. So we actually got a journal scrap while fighting off the slimes, which I always do when I come here just because they can drop some good items, but also because they drop ginger, which again, you can't really get consistently, so I want to keep collecting that. But what did this note say? Well, it doesn't have to say anything because it actually is a treasure map one that seems to point to a location near the volcano, so we're going to go check that out before we leave today and go back home. I am going into the Keys Nut Room, as I love to call it, because, I mean, that's literally what it is. It's not for any other reason do I call it that. Because there is the fact that I want to actually buy a reward. Actually, I'll keep that on me because I want to show something later. That's fine. So yeah, we're going to come in here. Do you have any new quests? I doubt it. Yeah, okay, good. That's fine. Give us a little bit of a break. So we have 47, which will allow us to get the last recipe, Bluegrass Starter Recipe for 40 key gems. And with that, we have bought all the recipes from this, so now it's just items that we'd want to buy miscellaneous of. Now, of course, the Galaxy Soul, if we could save up for that, then we'd have all three, which we need 3, keep in mind, for the upgrade of the our sword, which is presumably going to bring it to its final form. So we may want to save up for that, but we'll kind of just see, you know, where the stars align. So yeah, before we go, I'm going to head over to the volcano so we can check out the treasure map location, because I feel like this is okay. I guess I'll spoil it a little bit because we're about to see it anyway. I've been waiting so long for this note, and the notes are RNG. I believe the only one that is like a guarantee you have to get is one from a gold coconut, which is we already got that one. But yeah, if we go over here, it's over here somewhere. And again, I don't really know its exact location, so you can just kind of till around. Or if you have the upgrade of the hoe, you can just kind of till the whole area like this. And hopefully, yep, there we go. We get 2 items. Gold walnut, which is honestly just kind of eh. But the main thing we like about that is an ostrich egg. It may be the world's largest egg. The ostrich egg is very valuable. Now, you can get it in the volcano rarely, and I mean very rarely. You are going to need to be very lucky to get it from a chest. And I'm talking about, like, the rare chests inside the volcano. It is hard to come... Oh, hey, Leo. It's hard to come by. But that one is a guarantee. If you are to go there, that's a guaranteed ostrich egg. But you have to have the note for it to appear there. I recommend saving this so we can put it in the incubator. But if you recall... it needs to be in a barn, and it has its own incubator, which we got a recipe for by helping the one guy. You can see it's pretty expensive, but we're going to have to craft that because we need that. We are going to try to place that in our barn, and hopefully we'll get, you know, an actual ostrich out of it. So before we head back now, I'm going to come in here because I want to see what our next hint is. Where is the 3 hidden in the west? Okay. 3 hidden in the west. What could that mean? Okay, so I think that is that actually the only 3 we're missing? I'm not sure. Okay, so I think I have to think on that for a little bit, which ones he's referring to, because there's just so many gold walnuts, I honestly can't say off the top of my head which ones he's referring to. Okay, so before anything else, I'm going to head to the... Do I want to head to the mines yet, so I can give the guy his gift, or do I want to work here for a little bit? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to sit here for a little bit, I'm going to contemplate what I want to do, and I'll see you guys when I've decided kind of on my plan. I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so we're here. Hopefully this will give us a huge jump. I forgot the amethyst because I had quick stacked. Okay, I'll give you this while we're here. Okay, we're done. Is this milk? Sip. Tastes good. What do you have to tell me about the beverage you call milk? Okay. So I actually need to head back because I quick stacked stuff, and that includes the amethyst I was going to give him, so... that sucks. That's... I can't even say that's really the game's fault. I was the idiot who went over, pressed the quick stack button before I gave him his gift, so I'm just being an idiot. Oh, you know what else sucks is the fact that I haven't found another wild plum yet. How the frick has it been this long and I've only found 1 wild plum? It's been 14 days, are you kidding me? Of fall, and I've only found 1 wild plum? That's insane. This is why the Batcave is sometimes really nice. Like, it's less good for endgame stuff, but... it makes so much of this, like, miscellaneous, like, random stuff way more useful. Okay, here's your amethyst. I don't think we're gonna be at max. We are max! Hey, I really love this stuff. You can find great things in the mine. So there we go. With that, we are... where's the hearts? There we go. Yes, you can see we are now at max hearts with every NPC outside, of course, the bachelors and bachelorettes and our kid. We don't count our kid, right? Like, our kid doesn't count. But there we go. So we are now best friends with everybody. This means that now, of course, we'll be getting more gifts from people and stuff like that. But this also does do some other stuff. We can check to be sure that we're at max everybody next time we go to the island, because Key's Nut Room, remember, has the device that shows you your completion status. And one of the things you need for completion is to befriend everybody. Anyway, I'm going to come in here. I want to get a reward for 350 Magma Sprites, huh? I'm impressed. Tell you what, I'm going to give you Marlon's telephone number. You don't like me giving it out, but I think you've earned it. If you ever need to use the item recovery source but don't want to run all the way out here, just give it a ring. Sound good? Yep, so instead of like a physical reward, now we can actually have him recover items for us from our home, which is really nice, especially if you don't have to spend your next day coming over here. So we only have 1 more goal left, which is to defeat 50 more of, or 50, what? 10 more of the dinosaur-looking things, the Pepper Rexes as they're called. So we gotta be going to the Skull Caverns more, which is fine, because, I mean, it's not like we really need an excuse. No, I'm not gonna go to the mines. We're gonna head back to the farm. I'm just gonna use one of these, whatever. And I'm going to build an ostrich incubator, hopefully. Oh, wait, maybe I can't, because I spent a bunch of my freaking cinder shards on these clown shoes. How many do I have? 19? I don't think that's enough. Please don't say that's 1 away. Don't tell me that's 1 away, dude, don't. Okay, I'm going to put my stuff away, and I'm just gonna work on the farm for the rest of the day, I'll be honest. I'll see you guys in just a moment. So one last thing I want to do is I actually want to come over here and do something weird. I want to empty out our pond of sturgeon. That's another way of actually getting them all out really quick, is by doing that instead of fishing them up. Because I want to actually throw in a lionfish. I'm going to throw in all 3. We're feeling healthy. Because I want to actually do something a little different with them. And I'll kind of explain this later once they start producing stuff. But let's just say that lionfish are very unique compared to many of the other ones that you can put in a fish pond. Even to some degree, Well, not... they're just unique compared to the ones we've been growing, like sturgeon. I guess that's the best way of putting it. Speaking of, we're just going to sell our 10 sturgeon. We really don't have a need to keep them. So, thanks for serving us, sturgeon. You did your job well. Here you go, Gus. A lobster I found in my fridge. Something smells like fresh lobster. That's good. Take care, friend. Okay. Well, yeah. It was one of the more marked, not timed requests. That's why I did that one, even though the reward's not that great. But hey, we helped him out. Even if we don't technically need to anymore, as mean as that sounds. And, ooh, yes we do. We have another mission. Good thing I'm here. And both of them are repeats. Dang it. I really don't like either of these, bro. I'll be honest with you. Both of them are just kind of annoying, because this takes up chest space. This one makes me have to friggin' grow stuff I really don't want to grow. Ugh. You know what? Fine. I'll plant 100 yams, bro. Frickin' Lewis, bro. Frickin' Lewis. Okay, so I'm gonna go purchase 100 yam seeds, and then I gotta go to the island. Not to plant them, but I have to check out, make sure everything's going over there. You know, everything is going okay over there. That's what I was trying to say. So, I'll see you guys in just a moment. So, we have one really interesting quest here that we haven't seen before. Extended family. Family members of the legendary fish have returned to the valley. You have 3 days to catch Miss Angler, Glacierfish Jr., Son of Crimson Fish, Radioactive Carp, and the Legend 2. We're going to be taking on this one because it's very unique. Its reward is honestly one of the ones that I would say are probably just straight up bad. Like, the 20 key gems is just not a lot. I'm guessing the implication is that by this point you're probably going to be decent at fishing and have like enough equipment to make it relatively easy compared to like how some stuff was early in the game comparatively wise, but I don't know, man. I feel like the reward is just not that great in terms of the key gem amount, but we're going to do it anyway because we want to do pretty much one of each mission if we can at least once, just so you can kind of get a feel for it. Oh, what the frick? Oh, yeah. I was like, where did I get cookies? And I remembered, yeah, I got them from the trash. So we're going to want to make sure we prepare ourselves for that. What do I have on me right now in terms of bobbers? I have spinner, increases bite rate slightly. Size, okay, I'd rather just throw this away and get some money back. And we'll craft a, oh, wait, is it copper? Please say it's copper, not iron, right? Okay, good, yeah, I'd say because we're running low on iron bars, bro. We are down bad for iron right now. So we're going to get a trap bobber, because as I mentioned, those are extremely helpful. And at least now we'll have, you know, actually like a better fishing rod stuff. So the last thing I want to do is I'll probably want to get like a fishing food. But then we're going to head out. And the fishing, this one's a little like complicated in the sense that like, oh, it's relatives of the legendary fish. And I think they're about the same difficulty for the most part. You only have 3 days to catch them. But they, like, you may be like, oh, where do you get them? Well, like, the implication may be obvious, but it may not be, like, in that moment. You find them in the same spot that you would find the, legendary fish in the first place. So we're going to be working our way around the valley, trying to get to every single one of those locations. I also want to plant these yams, hopefully by tonight, but we'll get back to that. So we're going to head to each of the legendary fish locations where we caught them the first time, and we're going to see if we can find these new legendary fish. First off, though, before I do that, are you two needing anything? Because eventually this is probably your personal servants. We're happy Wait, what was that? We're happy for now, Bobo. Okay. So he says for now, so that implies that we may still have to do something with him later, but we'll keep an eye on him. Oh, hey, Haley, we haven't seen you taking pictures in a while. But yeah, so the first one we're headed to is the Glacierfish Jr., and I pretty much said all I need to about like a lot of these legendary fish when I first was catching them. So there's not really much to add. I think they're, again, to my knowledge, they act the exact same. I think it really is just clones of like the legendary fish for the most part, but with one key difference. But we'll get to that in a moment. So yeah, I'll try to... Oh, no, wait, you know what I need to do? I need to actually eat my food that would increase my fishing bar, because that may make things a little bit easier on us. Okay, so let's see if we can get this fish, hopefully in our first cast, maybe? Actually, I think, yeah, that is one of the... Yeah, this is the... I think this is it. So yeah, the key difference is that the fish, like, itself doesn't show based on, like, the symbol itself. So this fish doesn't have, like, the crown on its head that the other ones did. But it will have, like, the same pattern, which is how you can tell. So you have to tell more so based off of the fish's behavior rather than the fish, like, image itself, if that makes sense, compared to the other one. Or you can use a sonar bobber, I think, as well, but I really don't think that's necessary, because you can usually tell when it's a legendary fish. And there's Glacierfish Jr., and it is a different fish. It is worth a little less money, I think. The original Glacierfish had a son. You can see it has a different model. And similar to those, I think you can only catch one of them. Unless the mission repeats. I actually don't know if the mission repeats. And unlike the other fish, they do not appear in the fish compendium, which honestly, I feel like makes sense, because it would suck having to wait for this mission to complete like all the fishing stuff, but I do think it'd be cool if they'd appear there anyway as like an extra thing. Like the silhouettes wouldn't appear there, so they're not needed for completion, but they would appear there if you catch them, just because it'd be like a cool little thing. So yeah, next we're gonna head to the I don't remember what mutated carp, whatever it was. We're gonna head to the sewers to try to get that one, just 'cause that's the next closest one. So once again, I don't know how long this one will take. This one usually takes longer because again, you're usually gonna catch trash, but you never know. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. And there we have a radioactive carp, instead of the mutated carp, a carp that spent one too many years in toxic sludge. So that is 2 of the legendary fish caught, or recollected, I suppose. Next, we're going to head to the crimson fish, because again, I believe that's the next closest one. We're kind of just making a huge circle to get to all of them, which I think you can kind of do it in the opposite direction too. I just like doing it this way. So once again, I'll cut until either I have something to say, or until I catch it. Either way, it'll just be a moment. That one easily took the longest. Son of Crimson Fish. A lot of the fish got busy. He hatched in the warm summer water and followed in the footsteps of his father. So that is the 3rd legendary fish. That one easily took the longest, if you can tell from the time difference from when I last saw you. So unfortunately we just got very unlucky with him. It's kind of funny. So next we're going to head for the angler, which again is up near the waterfall. Next to town. Hello. I guess I must be on the island. I was confused why. I mean, Elliot obviously lives down there, but actually, wait, no, she wasn't at the island because she wouldn't go by herself. Usually, they go in groups. That's weird. Whatever. So yeah, next we go up here. We're gonna try to get the is that the same one? Okay, whatever. I'll keep an eye on that because I do want to go see the next movie when it's a different one, so we can watch all the movies. But yeah, let's head up here, and we're going to fish for the angler. This one could also take quite a bit of time. Either way, I'll see you in just a moment. And there we go, Miss Angler. It has a nice little smirk to it. Uses a bioluminescent dangler to attract prey. Very cool. And again, not really worth much because just like the angler, it's probably the easiest legendary fish. But that is 4 out of the 5, meaning there's just one left, being the legend itself, the hardest one. Gotta save the best for last, right? It is getting late, but of course, you may notice, well, the legend only came out when it was raining and in spring. Well, if you couldn't have noticed by now, all the fish don't really apply to their rules like the crimson fish. It's not, it's fall, it's not summer, so the crimson fish shouldn't have been able to be caught. Same with the glacier fish. So, hopefully the same logic will apply. Ooh, I saw that. Sorry, I got way too excited about a plum. So hopefully the same logic, though, should apply to the legend if we are lucky, though that won't really make this any— Oh, I ran out my fishing buff. Oh, that actually sucks. I should have brought more dishes of the sea. Gosh dang it. Well, if we don't catch it tonight, I guess then we can come back with more tomorrow, but whatever. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Whatever. So it got kind of late, so I didn't end up staying out to get the legend, but we'll get that tomorrow. It's fine. We'll take a one-day break. It's not that big of a deal. One thing I am going to do, we actually are running out of coffee beans, which is fine, because we'll replenish that once we start actually having our coffee plants over here grow. But one thing I do want to do is come over here, and I think now will be available our last recipe. Yes, there it is. Plum pudding. With this, we should have cooked every piece of food. Let's see. There it is, new achievement, Gourmet Chef. Now, I believe you already can guess what that is, based on me saying that and already the name of it. Cook every recipe. So, yep, now we have indeed cooked every single recipe in the game. Thank goodness that's over with. I always dread doing that whenever I try to complete this game, which, to be fair, this is only my technically 3rd time doing that. Which, I say technically, because, yeah, whatever, but that's, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so with that, now we don't have to really worry about cooking, which is nice, unless, we just want to. But that's good. Now we don't have to worry about gathering certain ingredients or anything anymore, which, oh, man, that helps a lot. Trust me, that cuts down on crap we have to get done immensely. Oh, that's nice. So something I actually want to show you guys, which I've neglected to show, but I think it's actually a really unique thing. And I don't know how well known it is, but I think it's something more people should know. We're going to craft some dark signs just because I like how they look. But something you can actually do is place them on fish ponds, and it'll show you what fish is in each pond and the amount of them. Now for legends, of course, the legendary fish, you can only have 1, so obviously there's not going to be a number near it. But for our lionfish, you'll see an actual number 3. So it'll show you that you've indeed got a fish there that is, I just passed out. But yeah, there you go. So it's kind of cool. It's not necessary to do that. I just like doing that because then it can keep in mind which fish is where, and it's good to keep an eye on what fish that if they have like a number population to keep an eye on. That'll help with that. Also, you can see even though we sold like over 100 pumpkins, like we made okay money, but compared to our wine, that's like nothing. Like that's still great money. Don't get me wrong, but that just goes to show how amazing amazing wine is in this game at making money. It is almost broken and ridiculous with how good it is. Anyway, today's the friggin' Valley Fair. I should have kept a pumpkin. Whatever. We'll figure something out, and I'll surprise you guys with it probably. This doesn't really matter. Balls grab whatever. So I'm gonna do the daily chores and probably work a little bit on the farm before we actually head to the place, aka the actual, tournament, I guess. See you guys in just a moment. Okay, so obviously we all know that I really didn't prepare actual Grange display this year. So I'm just kind of coming in with whatever I have, and I wanted to try something. I came in with 9 Gold Star ancient wine, and I'm very curious to see if the game considers that to be the best, like, fruits of your labor. Yeah. Well, literally, because it's gonna be wine. Confident element of tourist year's Grange display. God, I hate Pierre, dude. The pears in our Grange display came from a little greenhouse we've been carefully growing all year. Wow, it's the biggest cheese well I've ever seen. Didn't you say that last year when you were here? But yeah, of course, just like all the other festivals, there's now the ability, not the ability, but now they're in different locations. Looking for girls on Tasteley's hard work is a large, hungry crowd cater to. So dash my zesty sauce in each patty, wink. Oh gosh. I have to get much better than this, kid. Alex, every 100 rounds of the strength game I win, I eat another barbecue sandwich. Uh-oh. I'm trying to maintain a diet this fall, but I can't resist these juicy burgers. Same, I know that feeling. You're trying to watch your weight, but then like a holiday comes around. I think Robin and I make a pretty good team, don't you think? Oh wait, I thought you were Robin. I was talking. I'm astonished for the level of craftsmanship display. Some people are so talented. Yeah, you guys do work as a good team. If you want to master the wood, you have to think like a tree. Ain't that something? Hey, our kid's actually here! Look at that! Our little toddler, little fricker's walking around. Come here and sit for a while. There's space on the bench for the both of us. Aw. Screenshot. That was kind of funny. Oh, of course, this guy's over here smoking. Lady told me my fortune. I don't know what to make of it. It's kind of a little point of a fortune, isn't it? Why is there trash over here? Who the frick is littering? If you wish to peer through the mist of tomorrow, speak to my colleagues Welwick. She has an uncommon gift. The unman by the tree seemed intrigued by his reading, but even with my powers, I cannot probe the innermost secrets of the heart. Okay. Sure. We got it done last year, might as well this time. I see you in the saloon surrounded by friends. It doesn't seem like you have any favorites. You're popular with everyone. I see you and Penny in a dimly lit room. You look serious but not unhappy. Something important must be happening. The crystal ball has moved on. I see somewhere dark, but there you are, inspecting a marvelous gemstone. It's glittering in the light of a small lantern. The crystal ball has become dim. It's all I can do for you. I'm one. Just keep in mind the future in set in stone. Yeah, whatever. You said this last year, too. I've already read your fortune. Go away. Thanks, man. Or woman. Whatever you are. Thank you. Hello. Oh no, who's responsible for littering here? Every year we give some tourists that don't know how to respect our town. Yeah, unfortunately that's how that goes. Since we were kids, we joked about running away from it all and joining a circus. I don't think we would have actually gone through with it, but it's fun to imagine. The Stardew Valley community is truly one of a kind. And this is the same, I think, clown from earlier. George is on the verge of falling asleep. Maybe I should start a collection of clown figurines. Here's the little armory. It's heartening to see others take interest in my work. Makes me feel like I'm doing something good in the world. Yeah, finished some of these pieces just last week. Please inspect them closely. I stand behind my work. Good, man. Good job. This blade's so elegant. Maybe someday I'll have enough money to buy one. And then you over here in the market of a new weapon. I wonder if I can negotiate a trade with Clint. I feel like you have like the Galaxy Sword on friggin' sale. What could Clint offer you? I gambled and lost it all on the spinning wheel. I should have went with green. Yeah, you really should have. You really should have gone with green. My son has a knack for accuracy. I wonder if he got it from me. Can I play the slingshot game again, Dad, please? Yeah, the game layout's a little different. There's much to do. I don't know where to begin. Elliot, are you fishing? I don't mind the smell. I just emerged from the fishing booth with a sizable haul. Now I must decide what to do with all these star tokens. And then we go up here. It was the lawn right here. Oh yeah, this is the same. Yeah, the tourists I don't think have any new dialogue, actually. Okay, oh wait, is there anything up here? Because last year we went up here for the actual... Ooh. Oh yeah, the animals are up here. How did I forget? The animals have been given their favorite food, so they're happy. Feel free to pet them, they won't bite. Oh, yeah. I mean, I already have my own, so mine are cuter, but... Moo moo! I'm trying to talk to the baby cows. And then we have Lee over here for the first time, making friends with these birds. Oh, how is Penny not gonna... I mean, I guess I'm not the teacher, but I feel like she should have explained basic animals. She has remarkable memory capabilities, retaining familiarity with both fellow sheep and humans. They even form friendships mirroring the close bonds we humans cultivate with one another. It's cool. And animals are kind of little people. They also have feelings and emotions. Yes, they do. I'm glad you're not eyeing them down to eat them, Linus. Which is not to say anything bad of you. It's just, you know, just seems like something you may do. Okay, so this is gonna be the same as last time. Let's see, are we gonna even earn second place? I don't know how the game like scores in terms of like what it deems as value. I know star rating probably has an effect on it. And I know there is a way to essentially guarantee it. So if you have like iridium star fruit or something, you put that all in, you're pretty much good. The Grange display, I don't think if you want, like it doesn't need to have like multiple, he's just looking at our wine collection. I don't think it has to be multiple like different items. I don't think that helps. I think it's just purely the item quality, like how rare it is, and then like, yeah, the actual quality star level wise or whatever. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll at least get second. It doesn't really matter too much. The Stardew Valley Fair is honestly one of those festivals that's really cool the first time, but after that it's kind of not really that fun to go back to in terms of like there's really no need to. Okay, what are we gonna get? Let's see here. Hey, not bad, you won second. Okay, we got second. That's not bad. Oh, don't forget, yeah, so definitely, hopefully by year 3 we'll come back for this. I'm not even gonna talk to frickin', because I hate Pierre. I hate Pierre. And I know he's just gonna rub it in, because he can't be a good winner. He's a sore winner, and he's a sore loser too. But don't worry, by next year, which we probably are gonna get to, or maybe not, I don't know. Either way, I'll show what happens when you win by the end of the series. I really don't know how long this is gonna go. It's definitely gonna go to year 3, of course, but don't know how far in. Oh yeah, I do have 500 star tokens. I might as well buy something with it. I really don't have anything I need here. As you can see, really the best item would be the prize ticket. I guess I could buy the pepper. You know what? Let's just gamble all 500 on green. I always say that like green has such a better odds of hitting. Why not just show it like by typing in freaking? Oh no, there we go. By gambling it all. Let's put it all down. 500 star tokens on green, baby. Show it to me. I think we had it hit orange once last time. Yeah, there's green. And we'll do it one more time, because why not? We'll gamble all 1,000 on green, but then after that, we're done gambling. Quit while you're ahead and all that. So, there we go, 1,000. Oop, that's a slow spin. No, we're good. Yo, thanks, green. Okay, there we go. So now we did that, I guess I'll come over here and buy the prize ticket. That's really the only thing here worth getting, even that's kind of questionable. I'll get the pepper poppers, those are actually somewhat useful, and then I'll just get the dried sunflowers since those you can only get here, and the light green carpet I think you can get other places too, but I guess I'll get that. I already have a fedora, so whatever. There we go. And I wish you could just kind of exchange tokens for money, like if you had any extra, but whatever. We are done with the fair. Again, not much to it the second time. It's not really as fun as the first, but hey, it's still kind of a cool little thing to do. And you may be wondering, how did I get this gold starfruit, or not starfruit, ancient wine? Well, it's because I actually moved these, and if you hit them while they're in the middle of processing, they'll come out in whatever quality they're currently at. Now, of course, I want higher quality than gold star, so I'm putting them back, but I do want to show that that's something you can actually do. And with that, I'm going to put some stuff away. I don't think we have enough time to go over and try to fish for the legend, but we're having to do it tomorrow, because tomorrow's the last day, I think, right, for that? Yeah, we have to get that tomorrow. Okay, so we'll definitely do that. Hopefully we'll get that done by tomorrow. For the rest of the day, I'm just gonna work on the farm and try to, like, you know, either replace the fence or something. You know, work on stuff that I need to get done, basically, in terms of, like, placing items. I'll see you guys in just a moment. So the good news is that we finally had a female slime bee born, which actually is really nice. That helps out quite a lot. Since that means that they can actually start reproducing on their own without us having to just keep like making eggs and putting them in the artificial incubator. So that means that we'll actually hopefully have more slimes coming in naturally without us having to really interfere too much, which is definitely an improvement. Now, if you saw my sales yesterday, I sold like some sprinklers and stuff, and that's because I'm trying to craft one of everything, which really isn't that fun to watch. It's just, you know, I go through my inventory and be like, oh, I need to craft one of these, so I try to craft it. It's like a bunch of the stuff you'll see like I crafted one of, and then I would either just sell or throw away if I don't really feel like I'm going to use it. And I'm down around here somewhere. There's like 1 or 2 items up here, like the cask and stuff I'm waiting to craft until I actually want to, because I'm going to craft them anyway later on. But there's some items, I'm like around here is where I'm at. And you have to craft one of each item, at least for one of the achievements, which is another one I'm not a big fan of. But wait, what? Dear Value, oh, the rewards rebate program, 590 gold from Pierre. He's trying to buy my favor back because he beat me yesterday. Though, to be fair, I really didn't try, and I still got second. It's really sad. Okay, so I'm gonna get to the daily chores, and then we're gonna rush the Legend 2 area, and hopefully, we can get the Legend 2 fish, because today's our last day to do that. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. And there we have it, Legend 2. It looks very similar, the successor to the original Legend. And with that, we have caught every single legendary fish that has been remixed. Congratulations are in order for us, baby. So that is a pretty daunting challenge out of the way. Again, the reward is Admittedly, not that great, but that's besides the point. You know, it's not always about the reward. It's more so about the journey or something like that, right? So I'm going to be putting some stuff away. One thing I do want to do is I want to make sure I put these legendary fish in the chest in here for the time being, just so I don't, like, accidentally cook them or something stupid. So let's make sure I put them all in there, because I do want to save them for a different use. Also, that was really ironically timed. Oh, I forgot. I shouldn't have quick stack. I need 4 sap to freaking... Gosh, dang it. I'm so stupid. So yeah, I need to craft quality fertilizer. That's a word. Because I need to get, I'm crafting everything. That's also how to catch a fish there. So I'm going to go over here, put that away. And now I'm going to head to the island to do the daily chores there. I think hopefully our starfruit should be done, or if not close to done, which would be really nice. But I'm not entirely sure if that's... Oh, dang it, bro. It's so stupid. Ugh, I have to contemplate what I'm doing. Okay. No, I think I got it. Okay. I got my plan, and I'm just going to execute it, and we'll see how it turns out. You guys will be the ones to find out how it went. Either way, we'll find out in just a moment. See you guys in just a second. And with that, we have the ostrich incubator. I went to Ginger Island. I only really spent a little bit of time there, but I got enough of the cinder shards for us to make the incubator, which you already know what that means. We're going to grab that. We're going to... Where the heck did I put the ostrich egg? Please don't tell me I threw it away or sold it. Or oh, no, I put it here. I made sure I didn't throw it away by ensuring I put it in here. I remember this. Yeah, right there. Okay. Whew. I'll admit, I was a little nervous. I thought maybe I made an oopsie, which wouldn't be the first time I made an oopsie in this playthrough, especially, or even in life, of course, but... Very happy to see that that was not the case. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this stuff in there. Yeah, that's for later. Ignore my skull brazier. That's for later. Don't. My eyes are up here. Okay. So now we're going to bring this into the barn, if I can. Thank you. And I'm going to place. It doesn't really matter where you place it. I'm just gonna put it up here because it's also where the incubator is in the coop. And there we go. And now that is going. It's gonna take some time, but now we have an ostrich hopefully on the way. Which, whew, wouldn't that be exciting? That'd be. I don't know about exciting that word, but it'd be interesting, I suppose. Maybe that's the right word. So for the remainder of the day, I'm going to head to the dangerous mines. I'm actually hopeful to get some goodies, maybe if I'm lucky. I really doubt it, because I'm just not that lucky in a lot of, like... I was very lucky in a lot of ways in this playthrough. I'm just saying that I'm usually not that lucky when it comes to this game. But either way, I'll go through with it, and I'll see you guys in just a moment, regardless of the outcome. That was actually what I was hoping for, but I didn't want to say it because that sounded too greedy. We got our 3rd Galaxy Soul, which means we've gotten all 3, not from Key's Nut Room, but in fact, we've gotten all 3 specifically from monsters in the Dangerous Mines, which is, I think, the first time it's ever happened for me, and I am stoked that happened in this playthrough, because that means we don't have to waste any of our key gems on the Galaxy Souls, and that also means that we can start saving up for an upgrade to our sword, since we, of course, need Cinder Shards to actually, do the whole foraging part, but that is really exciting. So we actually just got a notice from Pam in the mail. Does anybody have one of them battery packs? My TV remote died and it's a real hustle getting out the couch to change the station. So I guess later today if we can, we'll try to get Pam a, it's so weird, a battery pack. Pam. After multiple days of doing essentially nothing but trying to make money or going to the volcano to get cinder shards, we have a total of 67, which means we're going to try to reforge it. Putting in the Galaxy Sword, putting in the Galaxy Soul, and then reforging once with 20. That will consume only 1. You'll see we'll get the sword back and it looks the exact same, but it has a Soul 1-3, and I believe it actually is slightly better, but don't quote me on this. So as you can see, it has Soul 1 of 3, 60-80 damage plus 4 speed, 60-80 plus 4 speed. Okay, so it doesn't actually change. But now we have one more soul to infuse with it, so here we go. Ryan forged an Infinity Blade, baby. Heck yeah. So that's because I'm actually in a local, because I was actually going to record something for the bonus episode, because it has to do with the festival and stuff like that. And there's a trick that doing that with multiplayer actually helps. So as you can see, we have an Infinity Blade, level 17 sword. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. 80 to 100 damage, plus 4 speed, plus 2 defense. That is really good. It is definitely an upgrade for sure. You can see how much faster it is. I'm very, very happy with that. So I'm actually coming over here, so that way I can place these marble braziers down, just because I think they look nice, next to Grandpa's shrine. But while I'm thinking about it, I actually want to come over here to show you the cabin I built. It only costs 100 gold, and it gets built instantly. It takes no resources. You can see it's very basic. I haven't done anything with it. I just got the player 2 in here, and I did something with them that, again, you'll see the recording eventually. But yeah, I may demolish it, I may keep it there, I may move it around. Eventually I want to have like actual spots because I may do more stuff with multiplayer. I want to have an episode once the series is done where I do a few days with multiplayer just to kind of show you guys kind of what it's like, because it is unique in its own sense. So I think that'd be kind of cool to see, but you guys got to let me know. Oh, Pam actually, she should be at the bar, so I could give her something. Yeah, you'll see a lot of new stuff around the farm. I'll kind of touch on that stuff later more specifically. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I've been definitely busy trying to craft one of everything. We're getting closer to having at least one of everything be crafted. It's, again, one of those... It's kind of like the cooking where it's not really anything fun, but it's something you kind of just have to do. Oh, what the frick, Penny? I just ran over my wife with a horse. Thankfully, we're making decent money. Today, in fact, I sold a lot of iridium bars, so I'm hoping that'll make us decent money. But we'll kind of have to see. Pam, here you go. Hey, pull through with this battery pack. Thanks, kid. You're a lifesaver. Yeah, I could give people, like, some gifts and stuff, but I really... Wait, what do you... Oh, I think she's telling Gus to give her another. But I really have no need to, because, again, we're friends with everybody. Crop water, yeah, we should be done with that in time. What is Shane doing? Is he not... He better not be puking in this plant or something. Bro, can you imagine how disgusting my liver must look? Oh, he is. It feels 20 years older than it should. Come on, man. I thought you're better than this. No, it's fine. It's fine to drink, just, you know, moderation and all that. Anyway. So yeah, today mostly I was working on the farm trying to craft stuff. I went to the volcano to do a little bit of that. Yeah, oh, I forgot to do the pufferfish thing. Maybe we can go in from the traveling merchant one of these days instead, and that'll be the solution. So for the rest of the day, I'm thinking I'm just gonna craft stuff, and then tomorrow's gonna be the final episode of the, or day of the episode. What the frick, episode of the day? What? So I'm gonna craft stuff, I think, for the rest of the day. Try to get some stuff. You can see I made things like the mini obelisk and stuff, and again, I'll touch on that more later. But yeah, so let's try to craft some more of these. Like random items that are kind of all over the place. And here we have a special event. This is one that I'm not sure if we've seen before. I actually don't remember off the top of my head, but this is the fairy. This will come in randomly, rarely, kind of like the owl at night, and will do a little spell over your plants, and will make it so that they mature faster. I think they skip a stage of growth, which we'll see a little bit more of that tomorrow. So starting off the final day of the episode, we don't have anything really go on today in terms of like anything specific to the date, which is good. I just saw we actually reached 1 million gold thanks to me selling all those iridium bars last night and whatnot. I also sold some other stuff like a few diamonds. Basically anything I thought we could get rid of to make just a little bit extra cash, I did, which I think was actually a good thing because now we've reached over 1 million, which we're going to be doing something with pretty exciting next episode. I'll wait till next episode to do that because I really think the episodes are kind of had a decent surplus of stuff. So yeah, now that we've done that... Yeah, I'm going here. Yeah. I have my mini obelisk. I'm gonna go put that out today. Oh, here. Okay, so those are done too. So I grew more oak trees because we need more oak resin for our wine empire. Just probably gonna put heavy tappers on these for now, though, because I really can't be bothered to make more heavy tappers. But I'll do that later. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that because this is something I really need to be doing for money. Also, yeah, down here, the fairy. So you can see some yams here finished growing and some. Pumpkins. You can actually see kind of just how wide the radius. So it's a 5, I believe, 5 by 5 square, I believe, that she will raise, assuming she doesn't pick like a corner or something. So that's really cool. Again, it's a rare thing to happen. Usually it happens once per playthrough if I get like through the full 3 years, but it's still rare to say the least. And so I'm really excited that I actually got to show that to you guys because it's kind of a cool little thing. But with that being said, now I have to work on some stuff today. So today, I don't really want to harvest the yams. I just want to wait until they're all ready, to be honest. I'll put these tappers on. Dude, do I make normal tap? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. 4 here that would need heavy tappers. Do I have enough for that? That's like 4 radioactive. Okay, I do have enough. Well, now I have to. Now that I know I have enough, I have to. Oh, man, I could really use more. Oh, I'm getting short on hardwood, too. Yeah, we're less than 100. Yeah, we need to slow down our crafting roll after this. We are... I need to start getting hardwood again, one of the two. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm doing that just because, we really need the oak resin as fast as possible, so that way we can expedite the whole process of, getting stuff. Oh, we got a green slime egg from our slime egg press. Basically, it has a chance to turn into a bunch of different types of, like, slime eggs. Green's not too preferable. I'm not super happy with that one, but... whatever, we'll take what we get. I could put another one in, and I may do... no, I'll do it later, if I have time. I want to do the animals first and move some stuff around. So yeah, I'm gonna, I think, come down here. I'm going to remove the mini shipment. I just kind of had it here for convenience, but I think I'm gonna put the mini obelisk there, so that way if I can actually just teleport over here really quick, maybe check my fish a little bit easier. I may move it later on, just for now that's where it's gonna go, since really I don't have any other reason to go to like the bottom left of my farm right now. But basically, the mini obelisk, what it does, as it said, is you build two, and you can place them both in different areas on your farm, and you can kind of use it as like a mini teleportation. So it just helps you get around your farm a bit quicker. It's not game changing really, but it's a nice little thing to help save time, since time is legitimately money in Stardew Valley. So being able to get around even just a little bit faster is invaluable. Okay, so now I think so that's all the daily chores really. Yeah, so our wild trees are up here grown because I think the wild trees give you better stuff from the stumps. Stuff from the stump, that's funny. Which I actually, I can't really make any more stumps right now, can I? Because I just remember, you know, what am I doing? I was coming down here to show you guys the mini obelisk and kind of how it works. It's really simple. You just come over to it, you press A in front of it or interact with it, whatever your interactive is, and there you go. See, we're over here now. I forgot to put these away. Thankfully, it's two-way, so as you can see, it doesn't really matter if you make a mistake like that, which is very handy for me because I am a Neanderthal. So I think today we're going to worry about... I'm going to just put the mini shipping bin over here because I really don't have a spot for it right now. That would, like, make sense. Maybe eventually I'll put it wherever I build more kegs or something, but... So yeah, I think... What do I want to do? Because I gave Pam her battery pack. That's kind of just going on its own. What was our luck today? Was it neutral, bad? What was it? If it's bad luck, that sucks. What's our fortune like? It's bad luck. Dang it! Oh, we need good luck, because if we have good luck, then we can start doing more stuff with the caves and, like, trying to rely on RNG stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll go around and just do, like, some more miscellaneous things. Like, there's some stuff I can do, but there's, again, this is the problem and why I knew I'd be doing a lot of cuts later in the series, just because stuff goes all over the place, and it's not really fun to just be like, oh, do I want to do this, do I want to do that, talking about it, because it's really what my mindset is. But yeah, okay, so I think I do have at least one plan to show you guys. So I think I'm going to go down to Marnie's. She should be open. Hopefully she hasn't left, because Marnie always seems to frickin' leave her business. I don't know if she makes any money, but whatever. If Marnie's down here, we can... I may also get the hardwood while I'm down here, just because I really need that. We're going to see if Marnie's down here. If so, I think we're going to purchase some new animals. Let's see here. Adopt pet... No. Yeah, this too. So there's two things. One, animal catalog. You can access Marnie's shop when she's not around. Thank goodness. I forgot about that, and I should have gotten that earlier. It does exactly as it says. Very useful. Only 5,000 gold is not that bad. No, I don't really want any of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna... It's a permanent buff, so that's nice. So now we have access to her, even if she's not here, which... Thank you, Concerned Ape, for hearing the fact that she doesn't really do her job well. Oh yeah, no, that's a wallet item. I always forget. Yeah, right there. Animal catalog. Yeah, I guess Marnie's shop when she's not around. So it only leaves 3 items left in the wallet, which is not bad. We're come over here. We're going to purchase a heater because winter's coming for our coop. We're going to purchase an auto grabber. I really didn't want to buy them because they're expensive, but we got one for free. I'll just shell this one out. And then lastly, we're going to purchase some animals. We're going to purchase a sheep for 8,000 gold. We don't have a sheep in our farm. Again, we'll just give it whatever its default name is for now, unless you guys have a suggestion. And then we'll do one more sheep, because I like to have 2 of each. You know, it's just kind of like my OCD coming in. We have Brossi, I think is what that one is. And then, lastly, to even it out, we're going to have 1 extra pig. Again, just because I like those even numbers. Trocopella, what the flim-flam? Okay, whatever. Well, there you go. So that is a big purchase. Marnie just made a decent chunk of money. She's happy, and that means I'm happy, I guess, because I'm her neighbor. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm happy she's happy, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, we actually have new animals now. We have some stuff we can implement. Do you need anything else? Help us and I'll give you something nice. What do you need now? What the flim-flam? Dried coconuts and cactus fruit jelly? Dried coconut? Okay. I'm going to have to remember that, because those are very specific. Unfortunately, that's the problem with the freaking raccoon, is that all of his missions are freaking expensive. Okay, so now I'm going to head up here. I'm going to chop some wood, and I don't think you guys want to see that, so I guess I'll see you guys whenever I come up with next, if it's worth showing. See you in just a moment. Who's calling at this hour? Hello? This is Vincent. Do you have any piggies on your farm? Okay, gotta go. Okay. Children. Kids. And with that, here is our final bit of money from the day. Didn't do nearly as good as yesterday, but that's fine. Mostly because I just wanted to reach that 1 million gold. I knew we were close, and I knew we could do it. So I wanted to make sure we reached that before next episode. So that way, by next episode, we can start doing some really cool stuff with that money. That being said, we may now be millionaires, technically, in terms of right now. But that money's not going to last, because we're going to be doing some really exciting stuff next time with that money. We made decent progress. We're almost at the end of our second fall. We're getting close to the end of our second year. Time really is marching onward. Next time, we'll experience what remains of fall of our second year and begin winter anew. I hope to see you all